All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Black Knights and the Toronto Mounties. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, defense.
Yeah. Hey, Sam off.
They'll run on first down. Donnelly. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 4.
Go. Hey, high 7. Go.
From the gun, Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended to have December left,
more football.
we're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there. A big one.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Got it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 37-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Leo.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go, D.
Hey, Zoo.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Yo, go.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Right there. 54. Right there.
Go. Five.
Operating from the gun. Herbert under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Here we go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Mike 51.
Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
54.
Yep.
54.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Mike,
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 30. The 20. Touchdown. A big play there. 96 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist, watch twist. Jump, jump. Here we go, 50-50. Mike 50.
Jackson now, throwing again. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. It's definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, D. Here I come, here I come. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson out to his left. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Johnny Hecker in punt formation.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Hey, Steve, but
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. you're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A big play there. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Here we go. No chance. Shit. Go for it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Devin Bush coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Look at me, zipper. Slam. 6-6, pull it high.
Jam. Check 24.
Hey, lock it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Mike 54.
From the gun on third down. Herbert, he's going to float this one. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Stay focused. Come on. All right. I got you.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
He's not going to get me.
And again this time to the tailback. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Mike 50. Target.
On third down, Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
And you stop. 54. Line 54. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
2nd and 3. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. I hope you brought your left because I'm going to take it.
To throw is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Throwing is Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 23. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Check 37, check 37.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
He'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Black Knights 24, Monkeys 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short term.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I got you. I got you.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Check hot. Wait. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Switch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
Here we go. Get the flag. Here we go. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Right there. 54, right there. 54 miles.
Be grip.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Jackson from the gun. He'll throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's get it. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hard. Boot, watch the boot. He's coming. Double up.
From the gun, Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 54 is Mike. Hey! Check. Watch 54. It's coming this way. Here we go. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Switch gears.
Look at me. Door. Hey, Charlie.
Check 31.
Protein spill.
Mike's 5-4.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, Alpha.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson, operating from the gun. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Go.
From the gun, Herbert. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At the 37-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. Powering his way forward. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Throwing now is Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Let's go, touchdowns, baby.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Hey, Zoo. Don't let him breathe, defense. 61, matchbox lights. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, he's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for our visitors, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.